y'all doing? Alright, I got a problem this week. This XR400 is not housebroken. It keeps peeing all over the floor of the shop. And I'm not sure what to do about it. Good news is that I got a Tubes Use channel that thousands of people watch every week. Bad news is most of them are idiots. So I'm hoping to get lucky, somebody to help me sort this out. So this is what happened. Now listen, don't just start writing comments, listen. Stop it, listen. Alright, so the first time it happened, it was right after I put the new pumper carb on. Brand new pumper carb, okay? It doesn't need to be cleaned, it's brand new. First person who tells me I need to clean the pumper carb, you're getting banned. You're out, you're no longer on the channel, okay? So the pumper carb, yeah, it was just brand new. I just put some gas in it. The tank was not brand new, and I was thinking maybe there was some garbage in the tank. So it started peeing all over the floor. I figured the floats were stuck. I banged on the floats with a screwdriver. It was still peeing on the floor. So I pulled the carburetor out and I blew through it all with some compressed air and got it all cleaned out. I checked the floats. The floats were set right to spec. And then I put the carburetor back on the bike and it was fine. Okay. Then a week later I put some fresh gas in the bike, and maybe like a gallon, and then it happened again. So this time I didn't take the carb out. I just kind of let it drain out. I took the screw out of the bowls and let all the gas out, and then put it back in, turned the gas back on, and it was fine. So again, really seems like the floats are stuck there. And then the next time it happened, I figured maybe there was trash in the gas tank, and I put an extra K&N fuel filter in the line. Did that for one ride. Everything was fine. And then I got a new gas tank, and I made sure that was all cleaned out. I pulled the pedic out, and the filters that are attached to the pedic, I cleaned those all out, but they were already pretty clean and they're all intact. So there's no way there should be getting dirt into that fuel line. So I went ahead and took that extra fuel filter out. Come on, y'all, get out of the road. Come on, get. Got no respect. Okay, so today I filled up the new gas tank all the way to the top for the first time. And I'm taking it out for the ride right now after that. And I was climbing the other way up this hill here, and the bike started stuttering, which was weird. So I pulled over and looked, and sure enough, it was just peeing all over the ground. So I went and I found a rock, and I banged on the float bowls with a rock, and it seems to have stopped peeing. But I just can't figure out why them floats just keep getting stuck. I mean, I've looked at it, I've sprayed air in it, everything seems clean, and it keeps on happening. So, I don't know. Come on now. Man, that animal is a lot bigger than me. Both of them are. Whew. Now here's another thing. Yes, I'm pretty sure the carburetor is on there straight. Am I 100% sure? No, but the first time it happened, that was the first thing I looked at after I cleaned it, and yeah, the carb's on there straight. So the carb's on there straight, best I can tell. Floats are set right, carb's clean. Floats keep getting stuck, except for one time when I went on a ride, and the only difference between that time and the times when it did get stuck is it had an inline fuel filter, which I don't think should matter because there's a fuel filter in the tank before the gas goes in the pedic, and it's intact, it's clean. I don't know. I mean, somebody wants to insist that I got to have that inline fuel filter, it's going to keep happening, then cool. But I'd like to have more than theory. I'd like to have like some kind of like rationale for that. Don't go back across. Don't keep going the way you're going. That's just, never mind. Anyways, if anybody has any experience with the pumper carb from XRs only, or this type of a problem in general, go ahead, leave a comment. Thanks in advance. Y'all have a good week. Over and out. How y'all doing? Alright, I got an update. I figured it out. Everything's running good now. Turns out the carburetor needed to be cleaned. Yeah, I told y'all that's what it was. So so this is the whole thing here. Like I shot that last video, and then I went out again, and what I specifically noticed was that, like, when I was holding at like 5,000 to 6,000 RPMs, the bike felt like it was missing. You know, like it would not fire every couple of turns. So I was thinking, man, it must be like the CDI or the coil or something. But you know, like a good mechanic, you know, you don't go after the thing that you most likely think it is. You go after the thing that's cheapest to try. So first thing I did is I got home and I filled up the carburetor, turned the gas off, and then pulled the plug on the carburetor, let all the gas come out. And then I did that all over again, just to kind of like purge the carb. And then I went out for another ride, and it did absolutely nothing. So I was like, all right, I think I'm going to have to end up ordering a CDI or a coil here. And then I took the carb out, because, you know, I figured might as well just take the carb out and check it, and like just double check it, and maybe move the floats a little bit and see if it makes any difference. So I took the carb out, and the floats were in spec, but I pushed them like a millimeter out, so they're still in spec, but they're, you know, there's like a 2 millimeter range, and I pushed them all the way to one end, so they're going to come on as the fuel's going to shut off as soon as possible. Thinking maybe that would make a difference. And then I noticed in the carburetor that there was a bunch of like, it was like soot, kind of like not in the bottom of the bowl, but down in the plug that I was pulling out, because the plug's hollow. So there was dirt in that plug. So I cleaned that out, and then I cleaned out, you know, I got carburetor cleaner, and I sprayed every channel in the carb. And one of the channels I saw some little black pieces come out, and I think it was the actual, where the vent tube. No, not the vent tube. It could have been the vent tube, but I think it was actually the tube where the overflow comes out. So, anyways, I did all that, and I kind of didn't think it was going to work, because it still seemed weird to me that it was fine whenever I was like going slow like this, and whenever I was accelerating, it was fine. You know, like that would be fine. But then if I was like holding right there at like 5,500. Then it would get like a little choppy, you know, just kind of miss. So, but I thought, you know, maybe, like that's just right when it's right going on the main jet, and the main jet's dirty, or maybe the float is, you know, not quite right, and the fuel is kind of splashing around on the main jet, right in that situation. Anyways, it worked. I put the filter back in the line. Still don't know if you need those things, but I put it back on, and it hasn't been peeing on my floor, and I hadn't had the miss since. So that's what all happened there, and I'm just sharing in case somebody watching this comes across the same situation sometime. They'll just kind of have this information in their arsenal, and they can add it to how they diagnose and fix the problem. So y'all have a good week. Over and out.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Those actions go a long way to helping me out and to encouraging me to make more videos. Y'all have a good week. Over and out.